we expect that to be in the next quarter, Stephen, and part of that involves ensuring that our plant is running at the optimum conditions, that we've got the grade coming out of the plant that we expect, that we've got everything set to proceed.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Kodal Minerals CEO Bernard Aylward. Bernard, very good to speak with you. And good news, the transfer of the mining license for your Bougouni lithium project in Mali has been approved. So another significant milestone for the project.
Yes, Stephen, look, we're very pleased. It just highlights again a lot of our ongoing discussions with the government, the success we're having in making sure that they understand the project and what we're working towards. And we've been very diligent with the work there to make sure that that license is transferred. It now sits in our mining company, Laminda Lithium de Bougouni, and all that formality is now complete. And we're moving on to the next stage of the project where while we're still in the process of completing the ramp up and optimization of the plant, we're starting to look forward to being able to export our first product, and we expect to be doing that in the next quarter. And we really are looking at something extremely positive for the project.
Bernard, so discussions underway to finalize the necessary permitting for exports of your spodumene concentrate. When would you expect exports to commence?
Look, we expect that to be in the next quarter, Stephen, and part of that involves ensuring that our plant is running at the optimum conditions, that we've got the grade coming out of the plant that we expect, that we've got everything set to proceed. We have had visits from the local governor, from the ministers associated with environment previously. We've had visits from the Mali mining bureaucracy and the DNGM just to make sure that everything is ticked off, moving ahead with that compliance. And they're all key items. We have some things that we'd like to improve, some minor details to improve around the plant and the mine site, but it's all looking really good for us to achieve that export permit quickly.
What's happening on site at the moment, Bernard, as you do optimize your operations and the plant?
Yeah, look, Stephen, there's still lots of work actually happening around the plant itself, improving, and we're constantly making improvements there, to the feed, to the crushers, from the conveyors to the DMS, from the mining activity itself. But importantly, that's focusing on making sure our DMS is up and running and working as best it can. But as well as that, we're still continuing our drilling at the Boumou prospect, where we continue to intersect the pegmatites we've seen in the previous drilling. We're continuing to improve our understanding of that prospect, and all of this augurs really well for the long-term benefit, development, and expansion of our project.
And in the meantime, you're building that stockpile of spodumene concentrate, Bernard.
Exactly. Look, we had over, I think at our last RNS, we had over 12,000 tonnes on the stockpile. We have over 17,000 tonnes now. It's continuing to work really well. The product looks great. We anticipate no problems once we start exporting.
Well, Bernard, I hope you'll keep us updated on any further progress. Thanks for speaking with us today.
Of course. Thanks, Stephen.
It's Bernard Aylward, the CEO of Kodal Minerals.